Hello, my name is Nelson Vermeer, software developer here at SDI. Today we'll be going over the Enzo good-to-person system. The clips demonstrated in the video are examples of the 4 screens shot in our lab here in Melbourne, Florida. The demonstrations are for the picking screen, put away, audit, and remove inventory screen. So we're going to start with the picking screen. So in order to access the picking screen, you would tap the fast track drop down at the top left, and from there you would select cluster picking, and what will happen is Enzo will either continue a pick sheet from where it left off if there was any uncompleted pick sheets at that workstation, or assign a new one to be picked at that workstation. Enzo then relays that information over to Dynaput ATOP lights so that orders have cubbies assigned to receive and pack them off when orders are picked from the picking screen. So what's going to be demonstrated here is a normal picking process, and as you can see, the operator will then grab a item and scan it, and since the operator is only picking one piece, it would automatically enter that in as picked one piece, and the pop-up that occurred was asking if the location is empty. The operator will select yes if the location is empty. If not, the operator will select no, and from there the location would be locked and would have to go under an audit in order to inspect to see what is the inventory discrepancy. And the operator is just going to continue to pick here. And here we're going to be demonstrating the short scenario just so you can see it a little bit clearer with screen recording. The operator was told to pick 4. There was only 3 available inside of the location, as you can see here. The operator then goes back to the screen and is going to scan the UPC, and from there enters 3 and then hits enter, and now it decrements that 4 down to 1, but the 1 will not be able to be picked, so the operator just presses finish pick. The operator will then place the pieces picked into the cubbies that are lit up based on the quantities that are displayed on the ATOP light, and then they'll press the green button to confirm the put. And afterwards they will repeat this process until they are complete with the pick sheet. From there, they'll be greeted with the waiting for pick sheet completion. They will pack off those items into cartons, send them off, and then from there, Enzo will try to assign another pick sheet if there are any pending pick sheets. Other than that, it will send them to the home screen. Now we're going to move on to the put away screen. With the put away screen, you would get to it the same way as the cluster picking screen. Fast track drop down, put away. From there, Enzo will then bring up the emptiest racks to the workstation. Brackets on its way. As soon as it makes it to the workstation, the operator chooses a bin and then grabs a loose piece. The operator will scan the piece, and that item will be added into the inventory and into that location. So the operator will go ahead and continue to repeat this process. Another thing to mention with the put away screens, you could put away single pieces, and you can also put away cartons. And with these single pieces, information would have to be passed through on the item master side in order to send over the definitions of the UPC, the description of the item, the weight, things of that nature would have to go into play for single pieces. And then for cartons, there would have to be an item master information passed over that details the carton number, the UPCs inside of the carton, and the quantities of the UPCs that are inside the carton, as well as the item master information for the SKU definitions. Now here, the operator is demonstrating putting away a carton. So the operator scans the carton and then places the carton on the rack. It's the same process as the single piece, but instead, when the operator scans the carton, it grabs the carton's information and places that into the location. So as you can see, the user scanned the carton and the quantity is 3 with the UPC ending in 130. So that is the put away screen. Now we're going to move on to the audit screen. Now the audit screen is only accessed based on user privileges. So only operators with access would be able to access the audit screen to be able to manipulate location data as far as counting it and things of that nature. So the operator has the choice of bringing up specific locations or locked locations in Enzo. Now, when a location arrives, they would scan the location, and if the location was empty, they would press the location empty button. Now, if the location had a SKU in it, then they would scan the location as before, and then scan the UPC that is in the location, and then enter the quantity after counting what was inside of the location, and pressing done scanning afterwards. And what this does is it unlocks the location and updates the quantity within the location. So as you can see demonstrated here, the location that was just audited, its quantity is now raised to 3, and it demonstrates that the location is unlocked. So now we're going to move to the remove inventory screen. The remove inventory screen as well as the audit screen, they both have user privilege superiority, so only operators that have the user role would be allowed to access this screen. And the remove inventory is an optional screen. It was created for a different client, and we use this screen for removing inventory inside of Enzo. So the operator, as seen earlier, will be greeted with a screen that has a list of SKUs. From there, the operator will choose a SKU that they would like to remove from Enzo and call that rack up. Once the rack arrives, the operator will scan a carton and then scan one piece inside of the carton and count exactly how many pieces they are taking out and enter that into the screen. So as you can see here, the screen view, they scanned the carton, they scanned the SKU, and now they're entering the quantity that they would like to remove. So the operator wants to remove 4, so the operator is going to enter 4 and then press enter. And from there, the pieces will then be removed from Enzo. That information will get sent over to the client, and the client will then use that information to place the carton anywhere else in the warehouse, or place it back into Enzo, whatever the client would like to do at that point. And so with that being said, that is the demonstration for the Enzo Good to Person system. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. and go back to the different sections of the video as well. Thank you so much. Have a great day.